Right, so today's project is to try and install these bad boys, the Vland headlights, into my BRZ. A few little issues that have crept up already is the fact that I don't want to put halogens in it, because apparently when you put halogens in it, it's just absolutely useless as a headlight, and for all intents and purposes I would still like to be able to drive at night. So we tried to get my hands on a Vland or a compatible off-the-shelf HID conversion kit, and I for the life of me couldn't get my hands on one. There's loads in the States, but then you get charged import fees and ridiculous shipping fees. So I went with this one from Horizon LEDs. It should, for the most part, do the job. I think might be a little bit of rewiring required, but we'll find out nearer the time. So that's the CAN bus module. Then you've got the controller, I think. You've got your power in, I believe, and then obviously the bit that powers the actual headlight. So I'll be completely honest when I say I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. Neither the kit or the headlight came with any instructions, so I'm working quite blind, and I guess we're going to figure this out as we go. So my current train of thought is that for the most part this all just plugs into the stock harness. This plugs into the stock harness, this plugs into the stock harness, and then we're good to go. Where it gets a little bit complicated is with the CAN bus and the controller. So as we know, that plugs into the actual light itself. These two, for the only thing I can think of, is that this plugs into this, like that. And then somehow I've got to get this power module to plug it into that stock harness. From what I've seen online, the actual kits all run off of these two pins here that power just a normal halogen bulb. So I've somehow got to get that plug to fit onto that connector. So we'll see. But first and foremost, we've got to take the bumper off. It's a good look, mate.
Thanks. My modelling career is just starting.
Oh. It's going to be a bit of trial and error, but I think this should plug straight into the OEM loom. We'll unplug this and plug that straight into the OEM loom. And then, I don't know, see what happens next. So the other more complicated thing is the xenon kit that plugs into here. We either need to rewire it to suit something else, or we need to figure out a way to get them to plug into the aftermarket HID kit I bought. So yeah, that's how it's going so far. We got a nice Rayco tray though. I highly recommend one of these if you are doing stuff like this. Let's just get these leaves out. My God. Let's get a fucking hoover out. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, what he said. So the camera ran out of battery, so we're on the phone. So the light's in, it works. It's a bit jerry-rigged. That might be
my secret.
That might be a bit of an understatement. We're going to pick up the proper connector, or I'm going to pick up the proper connector to do that not sketchily before the car gets driven. But for now, that's just for test purposes, that's how it works. I'm going to mount all this properly up nice as well, the controller and the cam module. But that, for the most part, is how it's going to sort of sit, which is it's alright, it's quite nice, I think. So yeah, it's coming along, and I guess it's just a sort of a case of sticking the bomber back on and seeing where we're at. You see Connor doing his jerry-rigged bit again. We didn't have the male side of that, or the female side even of that connector, so that's why it's being done how it's being done. Yeah, boy. Yeah.
You working?
She's on.
Did yours beam across like that last time?
No.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, boy. Right. I guess now we're just getting to wiring the rest of it up. So now we're going for a test drive with the headlights. I don't know if you can see on the video, but they're not quite in sync, and turning the little knob on the back of the wheel doesn't seem to do a great deal. So we'll just go for a drive, generally see what the visibility's like, and go from there. To be honest, I don't know how bad they were going to be with the halogens, but they're not awful with their...
Oh, quite bright.
I agree. They're not as bad as I thought they were going to be, put it that way. Right, so is that our neighbour? No, that is not our neighbour. It's a good job really wearing this GoPro on my head. Look like a right idiot. Yeah, so this is dip beams. I can still see. It's not like I can't see anything, which is a relief because, you know, you're meant to see things with headlights.
I hope everyone's flashing you because you let them through rather than because your lights are in their face.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go with
the one on the left is very high.
Yeah, it's a lot higher than. But I suppose if you want one to be high, you want the left one to be higher, don't you?
True. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go with it. It's on purpose.
It's almost like I've thought about this.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is dip beams, and then when we're on a bit of road that isn't got other people on it, I'll show high beams.
Google has finally given me the answer.
Oh, good.
It says, just keep turning the knob, it takes forever.
Oh.
There you go.
That's what she said. Alright, so now we're in complete darkness, we can try the high beam. So this is dip beams, and that's full beams. Full beams is actually quite impressive, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
They're actually not
I
bad.
can see, so that's...
Like, even compared to OEM lights, they're pretty good. So yeah, dipped, full, dipped. I mean, overall, I'm pretty happy. If it wasn't for the weird offset in the two lights that I can't seem to be able to fix, I'd be pretty happy with that. Here we go. If we get flashed here, then there's no flash, which means we can't be winding them up too much. It's also a different bulb temperature because everything's reflecting slightly blue as opposed to like the whites of OEM. I just have visions of turning that little knob and then something goes and falls off. And like, there's no light. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the bulb just falls out of the back.
Yeah. Complete disaster. I mean, overall, it's not an OEM light, so you can't be expecting OEM performance for like 300 quid. So it's not that surprising it has its niggles.
What a good word.
Fantastic word.
Yeah, but I think you can fix the beam adjustment.
Yeah, the beam, if you're just saying I've just got to twist the knob a lot more, then that's what I'll do and hope for the best.
No comment.
I'm surprised the fitment wasn't worse as well in a way.
Yeah, they fit pretty well, really. I was expecting at least something that's been cut off.
Yeah, a tab to not be in the right place by.
Yeah.
Usually when you buy like knockoff splitters and stuff like that, everything looks right, but the holes are like 40mm offset the wrong way or something like that. Should I put it back? Huh?
I thought the window was open, I saw the headset at the window.
Huh? Are you ready? Let's see. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's probably about as good as we're going to get it. Didn't hear that.
You can always fine adjust it later if it annoys you while you're driving.
Yeah.
Alrighty.